joke you broke. Your love life's the old way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to pour. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you 'cause you're there for me too.
Day of the Dead, also known as Dia de los Muertos, is a celebration that lets families celebrate the life and death and honor their deceased loved ones. The holiday lasts 2 days, and they welcome back the souls of their family that have passed. It's mainly celebrated in contemporary Mexico and those of Mexican heritage around the world. So where did it all begin? What do their festivities and traditions consist of? And why do they prefer celebration over mourning? The roots of Day of the Dead go back to around 3,000 years ago. The Aztecs, as well as other Nahua people, had rituals honoring the dead. Also, a side note, the Nahuas are a group of indigenous people of Mexico and El Salvador. They had a cyclical view of the universe and believed upon dying, a person would be sent to Xikunamictlan, the land of the dead. And, after several years of completing 9 challenging levels, their soul would eventually reach Mictlan, which was the final resting place. In Nahua rituals, traditionally held in August, families would offer food, water, and tools to aid their past loved ones. This inspired the modern Day of the Dead practices, where people leave food and other offerings to those who have passed. In total, there are 3 celebrations honoring the dead that take place over 2 days. The first is Dia de los Angelitos, or Day of the Little Angels. It begins on November 1st at 12 a.m., and it is believed that the spirits of all the deceased children are reunited with their families for 24 hours. Families create an altar with the child's favorite foods, candies, toys, and photographs to encourage them to visit. The second celebration is Dia de los Difuntos, which translates to Day of the Deceased, but it represents the celebration of the spirits of the adults. It begins on November 2nd at 12 a.m., and the celebrations shift to honor the lives of adults that have passed. The celebrations are similar to the night before, except the altars are more adult-themed with offerings such as tequila, bread, mezcal, and pulque. The third celebration is the final and public celebration, Dia de los Muertos. This starts on November 2nd at 12 p.m., and people often gather together in their cities with their faces painted like skeletons while parades are held in the streets. Cemetery visits are also very popular on this day. Families will go to decorate graves with marigold flowers, gifts, and sugar skulls. It's also customary to clean the gravestone and restore the color.
Day of the Dead was an adaptation of the All Souls and Saints' Days mixed with the local beliefs and traditions. Mexico is the only Catholic country to celebrate Day of the Dead. Even then, not all of Mexico celebrates in the same way as often depicted in media. In the northern bit of Mexico, it is celebrated closer to the original holiday. They go to a special mass and they clean tombs in the cemetery. In the southern and central bit of Mexico, they have all the parties and stuff, with the skulls and everything, right? Speaking of skulls, the sugar skulls are put out for the little angel kids. They're also put out for adults too, but the ones that are most famous are the smaller ones with all the decorations. And then there's the bigger ones that also have decorations for the adults, right? The smaller ones, they're for the kids' day, because they're small, like kid skulls, and the big ones are for the big kids. Yeah. They're put on display in the ofrendas, They have, bright colors, and these mean something, these colors, right? Right? They have meanings, right? Red is for blood, orange is for the sun, yellow is for the Mexican marigold, which means death, by the way. Represents death. Purple means pain, Pink and white mean purity, hope, and celebration, and black means the land of the dead.